Welcome to Live at Lunch. I am Lori Wingard, owner of Home Care Assistants. Joining me is my partner in crime, Brooke Justiniano.
Hello.
Relationship manager for our company. Brooke, we have the thinker, at least that's
do.
what we called him.
Yes, he is a strong thinker.
Yeah, because today we're talking about cognitive abilities.
Yes.
And I know one of the things I want to get off the table, because you might hear us in this conversation talking about dementia, Alzheimer's. We kind of go back and forth a little bit, and people often ask which is which. And just something to remember is dementia is the overarching umbrella term for cognitive impairment, and Alzheimer's is a type of dementia. So because Alzheimer's is the biggest portion of most dementia diagnoses, we kind of use that term interchangeably, and most people know what Alzheimer's, they know what we mean. So hopefully we won't confuse you, but play along. We have a guest today.
We do, and speaking of cognitive impairment specialist, a community outreach specialist. That is not her term. It is
She's
Community Relations Director, Anne Farley with the Gansworm Suites. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hi,
I've never applauded anybody in today. It's my first time.
Yay! Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me. I'm
Yes.
a thinker.
Yes, he's
very
strong.
Into thought.
Yes, he is.
Yes, I couldn't bend like that if I
If I tried.
Yeah.
Well, with Gansworm Suites, we know that a lot of research went into the Gansworm model, and tell us a little bit more about what was found and how that goes into the program.
So we're family owned, and our owner's name is Eleanor Alvarez, and her entire mission and vision was to create an environment where people living with dementia could thrive, have an amazing quality of life, which is everything that her grandmother, Helen Gansworm, did not have.
Oh, I didn't know that was her grandmother's name. I wonder where it came from.
Yes,
Yeah,
so her
thank you.
grandmother had Alzheimer's disease, and it was years ago. And so when they were not able to take care of her any longer in their home, they decided to place her in a nursing home, and it was not a good experience. The care was subpar, the building itself looked institutional. So Eleanor thought, we're better than this. As a healthcare society and as just the United States, we have more options. So she traveled the U.S. for about a year and a half and did nothing but visit memory care communities.
Wow.
Picked up best practices, what works, what doesn't work, and kind of came back and put all of our notes out and created the Gansworm Suites, which a couple of themes came through. The physical design of the building, which is ranch style, one story, it makes a lot more sense to have someone that's trying to navigate a community to be one story. It makes them feel successful right away versus multi-stories.
Right.
And we have separate neighborhoods. So, people that have more advanced in their disease, or they're more advanced in their disease, they have different care needs than people who are maybe more mid to moderate stages, a little bit higher functioning, maybe physically and cognitively. So they're separated into two different neighborhoods. And then also just understanding the staffing ratios are huge.
Yeah.
That was one thing that was really missing in Eleanor's grandmother's care, was there wasn't enough staff, the staff wasn't trained well. A lot of times they felt like they were there just for a paycheck, and you all know, when you're taking care of someone with dementia, you have to love
Absolutely.
and understand the disease and the person.
And want to try to communicate with that person from whatever level they're able to communicate.
Exactly.
Meet
to
them
join,
where they are.
Yeah.
join their journey.
Yeah.
That's what we talk about a lot. So those are just some of the things that went into the research behind it, the motivation behind it, the mission and the vision behind it. It's very different when it's personal.
Oh, yeah.
So you're family owned, you understand that.
Yeah,
There's
absolutely.
something so different about it.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful place. And I know you
Like
work
I built it. Thank you.
and with her hammer. I saw you out there one Saturday. With your nails. No, I didn't.
You wouldn't want to just do it.
But you have done an amazing job building a community of people, not just inside of Gansworm Suite, but out in, you work very hard that everybody who knows about and works with the dementia community is well connected. You're excellent at that, because it really does take a village, doesn't it?
It does. I need you all.
Yeah.
I need
And we
lots
need
of,
you.
I need lots of business partners. Not everyone is ready for a memory care community when they call me. And that's also part of how you meet their needs, is sitting down and talking to them and not rushing through and not trying to figure out, is this the right person that's going to work at Gansworm? It's really knowing what their needs are. And you can only do that by creating a relationship and connecting with them.
One of my favorite things about the Gansworm Suites is the ability for your residents to roam.
Yeah.
They have the indoor-outdoor ability. There's no limitations for them, and I think
Right.
that helps them feel independent and successful,
It
like you
does.
mentioned.
It does.
And when I was there with a resident one time, I just loved it. You never felt like anything was off limits, and the staff was super friendly. So
Right. Yeah.
it's a great place.
Yeah, everything's kind of circular in the design so that people can just wander and roam. And yeah, but you're right. And then we have the kind of quiet tracking, and that way they are able to really kind of be on their own, and we're not constantly worried about where they are because we know. And that gives them a real sense of success and independence and autonomy.
I like that word success because everybody wants to be successful.
Everyone. And everyone living with dementia still has that need.
Yeah.
And I think that's some of what we're trying to do in our work, is for people to understand that just because they have dementia does not mean that they don't have the ability to have friendship and love and laugh and be successful. And
you have to, like you said, go that journey with them, build a world around them a little bit.
And
how do you work with a lot of care partners though too, and their spouse's daughter, whoever that is.
Yeah, adult children, spouses.
What
everyone.
are their needs like?
Oh, I think their needs, my knee-jerk answer to that is to not feel isolated. You guys know that too. You know, when people are calling you to find out about what you all do, I think that's a huge thing, is I feel isolated. I can't go anywhere because I have this person live with dementia in my home, and I don't know what to do. I don't know how to navigate. I don't know where to start. So you know what? I'm just going to sit here.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sit here and hope that things get better, or hope that someone reaches out from church or somewhere else. And when they don't, then they really feel even more isolated. So support groups are huge. I facilitate support groups. Some are in person, some are virtual. We have a lot of lectures with our medical directors, medical director.
Education.
Sorry, not directors.
Wow, you guys have expanded quite
Yeah, sorry, I don't know where that came from. I think it's my braces. I lisp a little bit. But yeah, we have a lot of lectures, a lot of education.
And people
I think that's
in that
important.
early on with dementia are really just looking for information. They just want to figure out how to communicate with their loved ones so they can be a part of their life too, and not just
Well, and then they also need that sense of permission to ask for help, right? And that's why you're there to facilitate that and let them know that they can ask for help and there's options. And that's why we were talking about networking with other businesses with like models, because we need them to know that they're allowed to ask for help and that we're here for them to help.
And it's not a weakness. You know, it's not a weakness to reach out and say, I need help. I need support. You know, my family may be spread across the country and I don't have anyone else.
Sure.
So, you know, where do I start? Whether it's a phone call to you all or to us.
Yeah.
So those are some of the things that I try to do to help with the caregivers.
That's great.
Yeah.
and you do it.
Well, I know you pretty well, and I know that you have a huge heart. So what keeps you up at night? What stresses you out?
I think that is a huge stressor for me, is someone not knowing that there is help, or not knowing how to access that help, or, and I hate to say this, but I'm just going to say it because we're being open.
Go for it, Ann,
Or that other family members or people that they know, friends, loved ones, are not going to support their decision to reach out and get help.
Yeah. Just take
or have their own set of advice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, have you tried?
Yeah.
Well, have you tried? Yes. Before you say it, yes, I've tried it.
Educating this population who often, the adult children often go through it once in their lives, you know, so it's like that's something that they've ever experienced before in a major way.
So we need to educate them on what their family's needs are, and sometimes that need is in-home care, sometimes it's a memory care community, sometimes it's adult day, sometimes it's just getting involved in a support group, you know, but not feeling like someone is gonna feel differently because you made that decision.
Right.
So, I know what energizes you.
You have a lot of energy.
I do. Honestly, animals. I've been involved with.
Really? I did not know that about. Well, look at your
I've been
shirts.
involved- yeah, it's all fake. It's all fake.
Oh, good. I thought you were
I've
wearing
been,
your own leopard.
I've been involved in animal rescue and advocacy and for 40 plus years, and that's what energizes me on the weekends. I get involved in my rescue adoption events, and it gets me energized.
Do you all involve animals at the Gansworm Suites? Because I know they have therapeutic benefits.
We do. We have pet therapy that comes in. And also anyone that has a friendly dog or a cat, we've had people bring all kinds of things and lizards and everything, just to, spend time with their loved one, and then the residents really get into that. And sometimes the staff really enjoys it too.
That's
And
great.
by staff, I mean me.
At least there's someone there who
I
likes
know.
picking up after the pets.
I do. We don't mind that. I don't mind that at all.
Well, Ann, I know if people they want to reach out to Gansworm
Sure.
Suite, how do they get a hold of you?
So they can go to our website, which is just ganshorn.com, GANZHORN.com. Or you can reach me at 614-398-9333.
And just say, help!
Help me!
We have people
We'll get
call
you
us a lot
connected.
and like, that's how they start. I don't even know what to ask. I'm like, that's okay.
I know.
Tell me what I should be asking.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right. I have people that call and they say, my mom just got diagnosed. I don't even know why I'm calling you, but I
Where
felt
do I
like,
go?
where do I start?
Yeah.
Like, well, you've come to the right place. Let's figure it out.
Yeah.
I love that when people start early. When they first get the diagnosis,
I
they think, what's
know, when they're
coming?
proactive.
Because a lot of us have
Right.
we've walked that path, either ourselves or with others, and we know what it is.
Right.
We can offer that.
Yeah.
Right. My
And something-
favorite- yeah, good.
No, and something I really love about you, Anne, is that neither of us are just a one-stop shop. I mean, we help people all the way through. We are both there for the journey, and we make sure if we're not the right fit, we find
Right.
the right fit, and that's
Right. And we're
that's
not
important.
always the right fit. Many times we're not, for whatever reason. It might be geographical. It might be the person is really not ready for a memory care
Right.
community. So that's why I want to say, you know what? There's some things you can do before a memory care community, one of which is, in-home care.
Yeah,
But yeah, my favorite mantra is just having those conversations before the crisis.
yeah. Plan A.
Plan A,
Yeah.
And then you can have a lot more plans after that. You have to start somewhere.
That's right.
Yeah.
How do they reach us?
Well, you can reach us by calling 614-481-8888 or visit us on social media or our website below.
Yeah, we have social media too. Facebook as well.
You do?
Yeah.
Do you do
Yeah.
that yourself?
Oh gosh, no.
Yeah, don't.
No.
No, don't
If
expect
you
No,
find
want
us, you
me-
can find them. They're on there with
Yeah,
us.
you don't want me doing Facebook.
Thank you for being such a good partner of
Thanks for
ours. Excited
having
about the
me.
programs we do together. Looking forward to to do more with you.
Thanks.
And that's all I got for Live at Lunch.